All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Akakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth, and Shalom to the hopeful elect, to the Yakim and the Akwaf scattered around the four corners of the planet Earth that have returned to the obedience of the scriptures. All right, and I'll entitle this one Trump Plans to Make U.S. Crypto Capital of the Planet. All right, Trump plans to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the planet. All right. Now, as soon as you hear that, your spiritual, spidey senses, so to speak, right, should go straight to, Revelation, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse. All right. And there's a reason why, the head apostle, right, the apostles on down, all right, all the brothers, there's a reason why, the men of the Lord have been harping on this prophecy, all right, over and over and over, all right, have been absolutely harping on this prophecy, all right, because whichever way you cut it or slice it, all right, however this election plays out, all right, however, this thing that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has, foreordained, the ending, so to speak, to, this part of the movie, okay, Esau's age, all right. However way you want to cut or slice it, all paths lead to the MOTB. All paths lead to the CHIP. And this is what, we've been telling people, this is what we've been communicating, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, because ultimately, yes, Esau is the one carrying this out. Esau is the one in the flesh, all right, carrying this thing out, all right, through the power of Satan, through the power of the spiritual demon Satan, all right, pursuing the 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, all right. Matter of fact, let me grab that. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and grab that since I quoted it, but this lesson won't be long, all right. The title is pretty self-explanatory. Esau Edom is coming with his so-called NWO. He's coming with, all right, the Great Reset. All right. So let me get this real quick. All right. Let me get this. I'll start here. This is 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. All right, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And it says, verse 8, it says, and then that wicked shall be revealed. All right, and who is the wicked according to the scriptures? Okay, Malachi, the 1st chapter, and the first few verses will let you know that the wicked is the so-called Edomite of the planet Earth, Esau. All right, that's who the wicked is. And the wicked is the one carrying out all these, these wicked devices, these, unrighteous, laws and decrees. All right. He's the reason why the planet Earth is languishing. He's the reason why, everything is so fucked up, and it's been made obvious. All right. It's been made obvious through the spirit. Okay. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. All right. And the men of the Lord, all right, the prophets have been doing that ad nauseum, right? Going over the same precepts over and over and over again, because really it's going to come down to whether or not you take the CHIP. Now we know, the hopeful elect, will be pushing the word. They'll be, applying the scriptures, walking in the spirit, right, leading up to these, these times we're about to come into. But at the end of the day, this CHIP is the test. This is the test, man. All right, it's all been a build up really to the CHIP. Okay, so let me keep reading. It says, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right, because ultimately Esau is going to be allowed to establish, all right, his new world for a very, very small space. Okay, scriptures talk about, I believe that's in Job, you know, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. All right. So the sea hip is going to be on the scene for a certain period of time. And that period of time is known as the hour of temptation, you know, in the scriptures. Okay. So let me keep reading. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:9. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. All right. Now, when they come with the sea hip, all right, best believe it's going to be something that, you know, got some, you know, got some bedazzle to it. You know, it got some, you know, Esau gonna sell that thing, man. We don't know exactly what it's gonna do, but we know that people are gonna be, you know, first of all, people are gonna be through. All right. He's finna cause mass chaos, all right, which is gonna, you know, push people towards the sea hip. All right, but the people ultimately are gonna want to take it. The people already don't give a damn, really. All right, but you have a lot of opposition, so-called opposition, that you know claims that they're not gonna take it. All right. But, you know, we'll see what happens through the spirit. You know, we know the scriptures, you know, let us know that most people are going to take it. All right. People here in America ain't built like that. People in America ain't, you know, built to really resist nothing like that. You know, people are the most feeble. They're the most weak. All right. And they're the most gullible, you know, they've ever been on the planet Earth, especially here in America. All right. And in read verse 10, it says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, right? Because ultimately it is a deception. All right. Donald Trump, all right, Sleepy Joe, whoever they want to put up there. All right. We know it's just two, you know, two wings of the same bird. All right. The left and the right work together. All right. Really, and really it's just you know, a bread and circus. Really, it's just a show, you know, to keep up the illusion of choice, you know, and Trump is at the forefront of this deception. All right. Because we know if he does make the crypto capital of the world, America, if he is successful in that mission, right? If he gets reelected, we know what's coming with that. The CHIP is coming with that. All right. And very serious draconian laws and legislation is coming down as well. All right. It's not just going to be like, you know, they're offering the CHIP. No, it's going to be you either take the CHIP or you're going to be cut off. All right. And eventually it's going to be you take the CHIP or you're going to get laid down, man. You're going to be considered, you know, an enemy of the state. Okay. And this is what we've been preparing for. All right. This grace period that the Lord gave us, you know, wasn't for us to just sit around and look, you know, and look cute. You know, there's a certain level of preparation that was supposed to take place. You know, so let me read some of this article. I'm not going to make this long, but I wanted to get, you know, a couple of precepts. All right. This is on Crypto News. It says Donald Trump is set to unveil plans to establish the United States as a global crypto leader with potential involvement from World Liberty Financial. All right. And they have been, you know, grooming the American people. They have been grooming the American people to accept cryptocurrencies, to accept digital, you know, assets, so to speak. All right. You can buy, you know, a Bitcoin in a damn Shell gas station, man. You know, these athletes a few years ago, you had, you know, a few athletes getting their contracts in Bitcoin. All right. So you people have already been buttered up. Esau already has you, you know, ready to take the CHIP. What do you think the whole CVID-19 situation was about? That was a precursor. That was just a forerunner. All right. And now he has an idea. Now he has an understanding, you know, of who all really is going to take it and who's going to be the resistance. That's what Esau is doing. He's categorizing and he's identifying who's going to resist. That's what that was for. Okay. But now here we go. All right. Now we talking, you know, now we talking. All right. So let me keep reading. It says Donald Trump is set to unveil plans to establish U.S. as the crypto leader with potential involvement from World Liberty Financial. All right. It says former President Donald Trump announced his intention on August 29th to unveil a comprehensive plan to establish the United States as the crypto capital of the planet. All right, the crypto capital of the planet, man. And we know the CHIP is ultimately going to be established all throughout the world. Okay, not just here in America. It's going to be established all throughout the world. All right, because really, the CHIP is a checkmate. It's a checkmate. On everything, man. The scriptures talk about in I believe it's what, Proverbs 23:23. The borrower is servant to the lender. All right, when you take the CHIP, you're basically signing up for perpetual captivity. Right, you're setting yourself up for. You're literally signing up for perpetual captivity. That's what you're signing up for. And you're gonna have a lot of niggas taking that shit too. All right, because Jake is cool over here in America. Jake is comfortable. Jake is okay with being a goddamn slave. All right, that's why when you read, about the stories in the wilderness, Numbers 13 and 14, come to mind. You had Jake wanting to go back into Egypt, man. After the Lord had worked, all these miraculous works, you had niggas still wanting to go back into Egypt, man. But let me get this real quick. This is Revelation 13:16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right, meaning all socioeconomic statuses, classes, right? The middle class, the rich, right? And there ain't gonna be no middle class. They're getting ready to get rid of the middle class. All right, you're gonna have the hyper elite, and then you're gonna have, the scoundrels. You're gonna have everybody else. All right. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that's a physical mark. That is the CHIP. That is an actual implant. Okay, it's physical. Okay, it's not, white women. It's not, okay, an embargo. It's not philosophies, sin. Okay, it's exactly what we've been telling you guys it is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And it's the only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that actually connects it's the central piece, if you will, to the puzzle. Esau is trying to establish his bootleg kingdom of heaven, and the only way you can do that is through having, financial superiority over the planet Earth. Okay, access to resources. He's trying to checkmate the entire planet Earth, and that's why ultimately it's going to backfire. The Lord is going to put the spirit, on Russia, all right, and on these other nations to ultimately wipe America off the map. All right, with the help of the chariots, they're gonna wipe this place off the off the map, man. All right, but I want to go into this word mark real quick, right? Because when you go to this word mark, this is how we prove that it's physical. It's the actual, incision. All right, charagma, Strong's G50 5480. Right, you get that word charagma. It says a stamp or an imprinted mark. Right, like when you got cattle. Right, when you got a ranch, you got cattle. Right, and you need to be able to identify which cattle is which. Right, they hit it with a brand. All right, that's what Esau getting ready to do to you people. All right, but when you go to this the root word, all right, and you get that word karax. All right, it says to sharpen a point. Okay, it says a pale or stake or a palisade. All right, and look that up. Right, when you look into what a palisade looks like, it basically looks like a let me see if I can get a picture. Okay, here we go. It's a fence of wooden stakes, or iron railings fixed into the ground. All right, it says forming an enclosure or a defense, right? Because the CHIP is going to keep you. It's perpetual captivity. It's to keep you people in perpetual slavery. All right, that's the whole point. So you got to be a complete. You have to be completely faithless. Ultimately, you have to have no faith to take that thing, and that's why if you take it, you're gonna die. You're gonna die a miserable death, and then ultimately you're gonna eat a missile. All right, that's the judgment that's prescribed. All right. So let me go back. Let me go back to this real quick and finish this out. It says, let me jump down, see if there's anything else. It says Donald Trump's son initially announced plans to launch new cryptocurrency platform with World Liberty Financial to address inequality and banking access. All right, inequality and banking access, right? And banking access, that's the key, right? Esau likes to, make the words sound cute and sound helpful, like he gonna save your ass, but really they're just trying to do something called when you read some of the stuff they be talking about, they be talking about banking the unbanked. All right, that's a term you'll hear, right? Banking the unbanked, right? And they make it sound like it's an access issue, and really it's a control issue. Esau wants to control any and every goddamn thing. He wants to enslave everybody on the planet Earth, but especially you niggas, especially you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. He wants to wipe y'all off the face of the planet. All right. It says the platform, which they have referred to as Defiant Ones, seeks to leverage DeFi's benefit to challenge the traditional banking system. All right. And that's complete bullshit. All right. Because the banking system is the one that wants this. The traditional banking system is the one transitioning over to, these NWO systems, to CBDCs. Right. They're the ones behind it. Okay. They're the ones behind it all. All right. So let me see if there's anything else. That's pretty much it on that, man. That's pretty much it. Let me read this tweet from Trump, and then I'll close out. It says, "For too long," it's from Donald Trump's Twitter account, right? And I think he has, damn near 90 million followers on Twitter. It says, "For too long, the average American has been squeezed by big banks and by financial elites. It's time we stand together." All right. And he got a picture of the goddamn assassination. Like, man, if you don't see that this is a setup, man, I mean, come on, bro. And where are these Israelites? Where are these other camps, man? Why ain't they bringing this out? But we know why they ain't bringing out. They sold out. All right, they sold out. Okay, because through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, you should be able to see this. You should be able to see that this thing is where it's going. Okay. So, Lord's will, this was edifying with that. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem HaKakodash. Shalom.